Hey everybody, Gary with Basecamp Trading. Let's take a look at gold, how we were trading gold today. Gold was very bullish. If you watched in-the-day videos that Thomas Wood puts out every day, he talked about setup gold and how we were looking for gold to go higher. And in the overnight, gold definitely did go higher, hit significantly overvalued right in here. Made the pullback. We know that when we hit significantly overvalued on the value charts that we're going to get a pullback and some consolidation. Then we look for continuation. And then in the U.S. session, gold broke higher. This was a very bullish bar right there. Opened at the bottom, closed at the top, followed by another bullish bar. Opened at the bottom, closed at the top. Started a nice strong uptrend in gold. We came up in here, hit significantly overvalued, made the pullback, and then set up the 30-minute bear flag. 30-minute bear flag triggered, and then we made this nice rip to the upside right there. This was a really strong rip to the upside in gold. Again, hit significantly overvalued. At this point in time, we were also significantly overvalued on our 240-minute chart, which is this chart right here in gold. And you can see we got deeply significantly overvalued on the 240-minute chart. We hit to this deep into the overvalued territory on our 240-minute chart. We know that the probabilities are extremely high that we're done to the upside for the day. Because again, we don't go into this extreme overvalued area very often, or these extreme undervalued. You can see hit extreme undervalued right there, and then you can see that was it for the downside in gold for the rest of that day. Ended up pushing the other direction, and that's what we expect. And so we knew once we hit significantly overvalued on the 240-minute chart that we were probably done in that direction for the day. We're actually trading some Unirenko setups off of this. We had a Unirenko setup that coincided with this bullish inflection off of the bear flag. So we had the bull flag, I apologize, the bull flag. So the bull flag triggered. We had the bullish inflection that coincided with that. And that bullish inflection is what was actually helping us with our Renko trades as well. So we had the bull flag had triggered. We were heading up, bullish inflection on these next couple bars, which were giving us additional confirmation on our Renko setups. Because on our Renko chart, this is what that looked like on a Renko chart. This was gold. Once we started breaking higher, and you could see we broke the cloud, pulled back into the cloud, headed higher, pulled back down here, made a wick off the 34. Nice push to the upside. Formed some bearish divergence on the Renko chart, pulled back into the 50 SMA, set up the fast line zero touch, another push to the upside. And then right here we had this little double top, head divergence, made the pullback, and then right in here is where we were triggering that bullish inflection. And we had a really nice rip to the upside. Not the perfect Renko setup per se, because we actually pulled back pretty deep here, but we ended up finding support on the smooth 50, and moving averages were still above the smooth 50. They were out of alignment, but again, we were triggering a bullish inflection on the 30-minute chart, bouncing off the smooth 50 on the Unirenko chart. The fast line on MQ momentum crossed the zero line. Slow line on MQ momentum crossed the zero line. At the same time, we were getting a bullish signal on Trended Pro 2.0. Actually entered off of the color change on this, and this is where we had this really strong rip to the upside. Pushed all the way up there. Didn't take virtually any heat. A little wick bar here and here. Another little wick bar right there. But just kept pushing up. Got very extended on Trended Pro 2.0, and MQ momentum you can see was way above 80 even. So we are extremely extended up here, out on the reversal bar. Got to pull back and actually push just a little bit higher. Didn't trade any of this, however. While these bars were all forming, we were already in the significantly overvalued territory on the 240-minute chart and the 30-minute chart. So we were in a target area, significantly overvalued on the 240, significantly overvalued on the 30s, extremely overvalued and overbought on MQ momentum. Good place to tighten stops or take profits. Just took profits, got out. We were extended, so even though we had a valid setup right here, had a fast line zero touch off the 34 to the upside in gold, and it pushed higher. You could have made some money on that, but wasn't interested in this because, again, at this point in time, we were significantly overvalued on the 240-minute chart and significantly overvalued on the 30-minute chart. So, again, this trade, you ended up with making some money right there, but as far as I'm concerned, not a safe, high probability setup. Because, again, once we hit significantly overvalued on everything like that, that's not a good sign. And then on top of that, you could see you had this push up, little pullback was on bearish divergence, pushed up higher, still a lower high on momentum. Your momentum was definitely weakening as you were pushing higher. So, again, if you had taken it, could have made a little money, but not a high probability setup. Even though it worked out, still not a high probability setup. We're trading and we want to take advantage of high probability setups. We're not gamblers, so we don't risk a setup just because it's a setup. We want to trade on a high probability setup. So while this wasn't the absolute perfect Renko setup, because of what was happening on the 30-minute chart, we still had strong higher time frame confirmation, and then all the Renko stuff came into alignment here. This is just a good way to manage your trade. I like managing my trades off of the Renko charts. Not afraid to take the color changes when we're in a strong uptrending market like that, and we were. You can see Trend Pro went from medium bullish to strong bullish, and then just stayed pretty much strong bullish the rest of the way up. Did make the pullback here, went from neutral, but right back to strong bullish on the color change. Again, momentum had crossed our direction, triggering bullish inflection on the 30-minute chart. Moving averages coming into alignment. Again, not perfect here for sure, not perfect, but in a strong uptrending market and strong confirmation on our higher time frame charts. So this is a safe, high probability setup. Again, as far as the Renko criteria, not the perfect setup based on our Renko criteria for sure, but that's why we are looking for confluence in multiple time frames. We were very bullish on the 240-minute chart, very bullish on the 30-minute chart, and overall bullish on this chart. Yeah, we got the pullback right here, but overall, this chart's in an uptrend overall. Now, again, we did get the pullback, but all that ended up being was just a bit of a reset. And then once everything came into alignment with the 30-minute confirmation, nice strong rip to the upside in gold.